It has this arc where the characters really start out hating each other a lot, and then by the end of it, they have decided that maybe they are friends after all. And I like how it kind of reflected the journey of going from disliking someone to liking someone. I think that's realistic. I think that's something that children in preschool and kindergarten are often facing. And I also thought that this had a little more of a complex plot, a little more of vocabulary words that were kind of interesting. Like right here, it talks about fiber. That might be a concept that a lot of little kids are not super familiar with. And the last book is All Kinds of Friends. And similar to My Friend is Blind, this book showcases some really wonderful diversity. It is a little more simplistic in its language, but the pictures are just wonderful. Wonderful pictures of young children enjoying each other, a lot of different ages. And it also has kind of a fun little rhyme scheme. It's kind of told in verse. So the song that I would choose for this story time would be the classic The More We Get Together by Raffi, which goes, the more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. Because your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. And then if you want to do a second verse, you can incorporate kids' names. So say your kids were named James and Nadia, and I'll do my name too, Jane. You would say, there's James and there's Nadia, there's Jane and there's etc. That's really great because you can both learn all the kids' names and they can learn each other's names. And kids also tend to like it if you incorporate them into those activities. It makes it more personal. And the activity that I would use for this comes from a blog called Storytime Katie, which I've been a big fan of for a long time. And it's basically making paper dolls where you would cut out ahead of time kind of two paper dolls, like construction paper dolls that would be linked together, and you get to decorate them in one looks like you, presumably, and one looks like your friend. So you can do yarn hair, you can do your clothing, you can even do something like make one look like your mom and one look like you, or one look like your brother and the other look like you, anything like that. But it's always really great to see the way that kids see themselves and also see their friends as well. And when I did this activity once before, I brought a photograph of my best friend Jen and I, and that was a lot of fun. So that's my story time. Thank you.